So I'm Adam from Flat Cap Adventures, and just going to show you around my daily driver. You've all seen the Mud Hunter and where she goes to and what she gets up to, but this is what I would drive daily. This and a motorcycle, so I spend an awful lot of time in the motorcycle as well. I travel back and forth to work on it, and then if I need to go out with the family, this is normally the wagon that I'll do it in. So she's one of the last of the 300 TDI discoveries. She's 1999, so she's really is the very last of them. And one of the things that I wanted whenever I was going out to buy a discovery was I wanted a 3-door. So she had to have 3 doors, and this one does. They're quite rare. Most people went for a 5-door in the Discovery because they were a family wagon, so you needed the kids in the back, but there wasn't just so many in the 3-door, so that was one of my key things that I wanted in it. Makes them look slightly shorter. I always refer to it as a wee 3-door, but they're actually the exact same size as the 5-door, they just look slightly shorter. She's the 300 TDI engine. They're known for reliability, all mechanical, no electronics, or very little electronics. You can sort of take these things into anything or anywhere and you'll be able to fix them in the field, so that was one of the simplicity of them, the availability of parts, and the ease of fixing is some of the things that I like about the 300 TDI. This specific model is the XS. The ES was the top spec, the XS was the one below it, but I always preferred the XS. The reason being, she was half leather with the Land Rover stitching on the doors and on the seat. As you can see, it's a daily driver, so she's complete with the mud and the dirt sort of hanging to her, but she wouldn't be as muddy and dirty as the Mud Hunter. So she's actually a clean car compared to what I would normally have. You can see that she's well finished inside. Seats 7 people, and you can also get in. So the modifications that I've done to her, put a set of steel wheels on her. I still have the original Boost alloys, which I've kept. They're wrapped in 2U all-terrains. The all-terrains are easy run on the road, standard size tyres, so she drives really well on the road. She's nice and tight in the road. All the bushings and all have been done on her, so she's nice and tight for driving on the road. This is the original alloy here that would have been on her. So the alloys the steel wheels that I've put on, they were sprayed grey silver coloured, and they're slightly wider, so they fill the arches out a wee bit more. And also, one of the other modifications that I wanted to do to her was put CB lights on her. CBs in Northern Ireland are sort of known as a rally light, or they would have been on many of the Sierras and twin cams. So that was one of the reasons why I always picked the CB Spotlight. My father always had them. He had Ford Escorts and stuff like that, so he always had the CB lights on them. So this yoke here is no different. She's got the CB covers, so you put them on during the day, they protect the light, and then you can take them off and you've got a beautiful CB Spotlight there. They're the modern versions, so they're LEDs, but they've still got that old retro style, which would have been common in the 90s whenever this was built. So it's the last of the British Leyland. After the TDIs went, BMW bought them over and they done the TD5 engine. So BMW owned them for a while. So this is a true British classic, I feel. The door handles, you'll find them in an Austin. So some of the old Austin cars would have had those door handles. They were stolen from them. Yeah, so the handles are you just click. So these handles were designed in the 1970s, you know, or 60s maybe even. So they're a very old You know, you go to the TD5 and you've got the plastic handles, whereas this here's, it's just a metal handle. There's just something about that click that makes me like it. As well as that, you've just got that retro styling. It's very obvious as soon as you look at the car that it's a 90s car. It's not a modern car. It's got that simplicity about it. The orange indicators are a dead giveaway. They're really just a gather up of parts. So the chassis in these wagons are actually the exact same as a Range Rover Classic. They're the same wheelbase as a Classic, and the same engine, the same running gear. So that's another reason why I like it. It harks back to those early Land Rover years. And as I'm a massive Land Rover fan, that's why that I wanted this vehicle.